Assalaamu aleykum, sisters. I hope you're all doing well. I thought I would do a little bit of different type of video. I've been collecting compilation of different types of comments from people that I've heard either myself, seen online, heard on the street, heard from a friend, that different reasoning of people why you shouldn't wear the niqab, why niqab is bad, why you should definitely not wear the niqab. So if you're considering of wearing niqab and you want to know why you shouldn't wear it, let's just jump right into it. It's a security risk. I mean, how is it a security risk? I've been trying to wonder this and think about this. How is it a security risk? Can I stuff something under here that's really dangerous? And on the other hand, if people like, because you can rob a bank, you can rob a supermarket. I'm like, watch any country's prison list of why the people are there. I'm sure most of the criminals in the prisons have committed their crimes while uncovering their face. So just because you're uncovering your face doesn't stop you from doing a crime. Likewise, if you're covering your face, doesn't mean automatically that you're a criminal and you're gonna do a crime. That doesn't mean it. That absolutely doesn't mean it. It comes from your dignity, from your fear of Allah, from your fear of police, whatever else, consciousness. It comes from there. It doesn't come from your clothes, whether you're a security risk or not. Or if that's referring to other type of security risk, I really don't know. Let's go to the other one. It's a sign of an oppression. Well, all I can say for that is that it's your opinion. I really don't know how you base your opinion that it's oppressive, that if a woman chooses to wear it. Do you ever consider Western clothes to be oppressive? Do you ever consider that some people are actually oppressed to wear those or are forced to wear those things? Do you ever consider, but you don't necessarily, do you consider those to be oppressive? I don't know. Clothing is not oppressive. It's actions of people that are oppressive and words of people that are oppressive. We need to identify you. Who is we? And this has been said to me sometimes by just a complete stranger. I'm like, if you're not an authority, you're not a policeman, you're not a clerk at the post office or a bank, you're not in the position of checking my ID, of that I'm actually showing you my ID and showing you my face, then you don't need to identify me. And if you are one of my friends or my family members or something, you will identify me. If you need to identify me, you will identify me. But if you're just a normal regular Joe or Jane on the street, you really don't need to identify me. It makes communication hard-impossible. For me, it depends on the person I'm talking to, because I don't have problems of communicating with kids, for example, or many people are they hear me completely fine. We have completely normal conversations. They can hear if I'm happy, if I'm angry, if I'm frustrated. You can guess just by hearing my voice if I'm frustrated with these comments or not. It makes communication harder impossible. I mean, it's about you, how you perceive the other person. If you're completely like turning your back to them and you're like huffing and puffing and like hateful about it, of course it makes impossible to communicate with you. But I'm ready to communicate with if you have something respectful to say, and if I need to communicate with you. If you're a man who is trying to hit on me, I'm not interested, and that's a message to you that you should get the picture. But normal people, I don't have problems. So I guess this is just referring to not so normal people. We don't like it. We don't accept that. I actually once went to the supermarket, actually like a mall. I walked into a mall and a lady stopped and said to me, "I don't accept that." And I was just continuing walking. I didn't even address her or anything like that. I'm like, you don't need to accept it. You don't need to like it. I never ask you to like it. I never search for your acceptance. I'm not wearing it to be accepted by people. We are not wearing it to be accepted by people or for you to like us. if we would want you to like us, we would try to do anything to please you, and we would take it off, and we would dress this and that and change our clothes according to seasons and whatever this craziness. So like, I don't care. If we don't accept that, that doesn't relate to me in any way. You know, I don't accept many things that other people in the street are doing, but they are not required to change their clothes or their lifestyle for me. So likewise, I'm not into that. It's against the Western values. Okay, do you want to specify what the Western values are? Like, are you saying that the more naked the woman is, the more valuable and free she is, or that she shouldn't choose what she dresses, or that we should see her face all the time, or we should be able to judge her appearance all the time and say if she's old or too old, or does she look too, like, I mean, not everybody wants to go with Western values. Not everybody's idea of ideal lifestyle and life is about Western values, just because the media and the world wants to make you think like that everybody wants to be Western, everybody wants to dress Western, and everybody, you know. And aren't the Western values about freedom of choice and freedom this and freedom that? You know, I'm choosing to dress like this, so just like buckle off. It's not part of Islam. This you can hear from non-Muslims and Muslims alike, that it's not part of Islam. And I'm saying that you are really ignorant, that you should really learn about it. If you're a Muslim especially, you should really learn your history and about your mothers, and you should really learn about the believers who came before you, and you should really learn, and especially if you're a Muslim, you should really be careful of how you speak about Islam, because if you don't have knowledge of something and you're saying it's not part of Islam, you're actually making something halal haram, which is not very safe for you to do. And if you are non-Muslim and thinking it's not part of Islam, I can educate you that it is part of Islam. It's not forbidden in any way. You can cover your face. It's recommendable to cover your face. There are two opinions. Some say it's mandatory for you to cover your face. Some people say, or some scholars say, that it's a free choice for you, whatever you like to do. That's a longer topic, but yes, it's very much part of Islam. It's nothing, it's not cultural in the sense. So just educate yourself, please, people. Please, people. It's not so important to wear it in the West. You can hear this also from Muslims. I've heard this many times. It's not so important to wear it in the West. I'm like, okay, with this you are indicating that there's either no men in the West, or that the men don't have any male desires, male instincts in the West, and you are referring that the Muslim countries have, the men are somehow, how do you say that, over-energized in this field. I mean, like, why would it be important to wear it in a Muslim country but not so important to wear it in the Western country? I'm like, if anywhere, you should wear it in the Western country, because man, these people, like, it's just, people don't lower their gaze anywhere, whether it's a Muslim or non-Muslim country. People don't lower their gaze anymore. So you're a woman, there are men around. I mean, you do the math, and it's also about privacy, because they're trying to wrap you from the control of your body, and they try to, you know, like, comment anything that you are showing. So I really don't understand this type of people. It's not so important to wear it in the West. There are situations that's a little bit different, but just saying that without like thinking, you know, it just baffles me, really. You are not that pretty. I actually heard from a relative that her friend was commented this, that someone, a Muslim, commented this to her, that she's not that pretty even, so why is she wearing the niqab? And you know, I'm lost for words in that regard. Like, beauty, first of all, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Allah made everybody beautiful. Just because she's not pretty in your mind, she can be pretty in other people's minds. And niqab is not just about being beautiful, or just because you're pretty that you're covering your face. That's not the case. It has deeper meanings and deeper level meanings of covering your face with that. So when you're about to say something like that, please keep it to yourself. We don't want to, sister doesn't want to hear that, it's none of your business. You are oppressed and forced to wear that, and we need to save you from it. I hear this all the time, and I'm gonna make another video about this, like answering this comment, because this is ridiculous. You are oppressed and forced to wear that, and we need to save you from it. So basically, you're forced, but we need to force you to take it off. We think you're forced, so we need to force you to take it off because you don't know what's good for you. You don't know what's your own benefit in this. So we need to save you from it. But I will leave it to another video. But if you were considering of wearing niqab and you think why you shouldn't wear the niqab, then I hope this was enough of reasons why you shouldn't wear the niqab, and you can choose whichever you want from these. And if you have anything to add why you shouldn't wear the niqab, or what you have heard of other people's reasonings why you shouldn't wear the niqab, please leave them in the comments box below, and let's keep it clean. Okay. Assalaamu aleykum.